Today, Babujie and I will be discussing step 1 to purchasing a home.
Thank you, Eseeri. So I'm actually glad you actually pointed it out that way. The first step of purchasing your home, a lot of people think it just comes with looking for homes, but you should actually get a pre-approval before you even start, because what's the point in looking for a home to buy when you don't even know how much you can afford or how much of a mortgage you can get? So the first step when it comes to the mortgage itself is getting a pre-approval. There is a difference between a pre-approval and a pre-qualification, and I'll go into that a little more in detail. So the pre-approval itself, what it is you have your documents vetted. You actually apply to the lender to get documents saying that you've been pre-approved, and you actually go through and have your credit verified. And if there's any issues that actually come up, you address those way ahead of time so that you're not stressing at the last minute right before closing. When it comes to a pre-qualification, that's a lot more of a superficial analysis of your situation. So what you're doing in that sense is just giving your numbers to someone who's going to give you a rough estimate of how much exactly you can afford. So that's where the difference comes in, and the time and the effort you put in at the front helps you throughout the whole process.
Thank you for sharing the difference between a pre-approval and pre-qualification. My question is, how long does it take to obtain either or?
Well, when it comes to a pre-qualification, it could be something as basic as you just telling the individual that you're speaking to, the mortgage professional, just how much you're making, and them using a multiplier to figure out how much of a mortgage you can get and how much you can actually purchase based on your down payment as well. When it comes to a pre-approval, once all the documents are collected itself, it could take within 24 to 48 hours. But mind you, the collection process of the documents itself does take a little longer. So it could potentially take possibly a few days to maybe a week or so, just based on what kind of processes you have to go to get your employment letter, to get your CRA documents if you need those, or even to get a copy of your down payment information, and to be able to present that so that they can get verified and vetted, so that you're prepared to get a full pre-approval that's covering you on all bases, and to actually address any concerns that can come up so that you're not running into those issues at time of closing.
Okay. And could you give a high-level overview of what documents that you need? You briefly just mentioned like an employment, maybe you would need a check or payment. Mm-hmm. Typically, what documents are collected for this stage?
In general, when you're looking at documentation, the lenders themselves, they ask for income documentation. So you might need, for example, an employment letter, a pay stub, your T4s, NOAs, and it gets a little more complicated once you get into the business side of things, if you're incorporated or if you're a sole proprietor. And when it comes time to your down payment, they will also ask for documentation showing where the actual down payment is coming from. So the proof of the actual down payment will have to be disclosed as well.
Okay, so that would mean, say for example, they would want to know if it's coming from your checkings, your savings, if it's coming from a monetary gift, and things like that? Okay.
Exactly. So you've been doing your research. So what they ask for in general is, depending on which lender, typically it tends to be about a 90-day payment history of where the funds are coming from. So they'll ask for your bank statements showing that if it's from, whether it is from your checking account or a savings account or RSPs, they'll want to see that history so that you can actually show where the funds are coming from and that they're your own sources as well. If it is a gift, then you might have to ask for a gift letter from your family member so that you can actually account for where the funds are coming from.
Thank you, Babujie, for guiding us to step 1 to purchasing a home. To learn more about the other steps to obtaining a mortgage to purchasing your home, keep on watching. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the description box below on how to contact my mortgage broker, Babujie. Like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Take care and see you soon. Bye.